So some of the interesting points that were made about challenges of international collaborations between Africa and Europe focused a lot on the funding landscape, how budgets decisions around budgets are made, who is the custodian of the fund, the fact that a lot of funding doesn't cover certain aspects that are really important for collaborations. There was also a lot of discussion around the kind of how to deal with the Eurocentric focus of and undoing that Eurocentric focus of theory and thinking and work on African challenges, African research, and people raised concerns around publication landscape, the politics of citation, how it's difficult to incentivize their students, for instance, to cite African scholars or African-centered research because there's no incentive in terms of gaining, credits. Even for scholars, it doesn't impact on their possibilities for promotion, for example. And there was also a lot of really positive, creative ideas that came out on how we can actually implement the Africa Charter. And a lot of people spoke about creating awareness in their institutions, amongst their colleagues, as a very fundamental aspect of making the charter work. A lot of people gave really, really great examples of practical ways in which we could, for instance, write collaborative special issues, special volumes, reflecting on our experiences of Africa-European collaborations. And we also came up with a very interesting idea, which I think was called the Africa Charter Horizon Project, which would be engaging the EU Horizon funding to think about a big project that would involve African and European scholars in developing a model for best practices in collaborative research. So those are some of the things I can remember from our conversations.